12 questions with Mick Cronin. Back home, how does it feel to be here in your hometown and doing what you love?
Oh, it's great. Looking forward to about 3 or 4 years from now when I got better players than the other coaches, but there's nothing like being at home.
And what's your favorite part when it comes to dinner time? Where do you want to go? Where do you finally get to go and sit down and eat when you have the time and actually savor and enjoy?
Got to be part of the in crowd in Montgomery Inn.
What do you eat when you go there?
Well, I've gone there so much I can tell you about everything on the menu. So I'm more of a ribs and chicken guy. But the pork chops may be the best in the city. The shrimp appetizers off the charts. So I've complained to Tom a little bit about the salad, but other than that, I think that there's probably not a bad item on the menu. If you go dessert, you got to go black raspberry chocolate chip. I told you I know the menu.
Grater's is the best, I'll give you that. All right, I'm going to pick on you just a smidge. I want to figure out where you get your game day fashion, because you very rarely wear red. Why is that?
I don't know. I got red ties. I don't know if I'm going to bust out with the red sport coat. Maybe that'll be. Denny Crum used to do that. My dad used to make fun of him, so I don't know if I'll go for that one. But no, I've always dressed myself. You know, my wife's not going to take credit for that one. I've always been into being able to put on my own clothes, so now I can afford them. That's the good thing.
Okay, speaking of your lovely wife, give the guys some Valentine's tips. I know you probably have to go overboard from all the time you spend here, but give the guys some tips.
Well, don't buy chocolate when your wife's allergic to chocolate. I did that when we were dating. I did do that. You got to make sure you show a little creativity. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you got to show thought. See, that's the key to the non-married man out there. It's not about what you get them. It's about showing you put a little thought and time into it. And if you can do that, you'll win. Not
only are you finding your way back here, you're finding your way as a first-time father. What's it like being a dad and holding a little bundle of joy?
Well, I did have to ask at the hospital. They went to hand Samantha to me. I said, somebody got to tell me how to hold her. I literally had never held a baby, and my brother and sister do not have kids, so that was a first. But being spit up on and not caring is a great thing. She was at my radio show last night, and she spit up on me twice, and you don't even bat an eye. So if that was somebody else's kid, you'd be all upset. But I laugh when she does it. There's nothing like it. If I'd have known how much I was going to enjoy it, I'd have probably done it earlier.
See any basketball tendencies in her yet? Does she have a little ball that she can sort of palm?
Not yet, 4 months. She's too young, but she is in the 90th percentile from a height standpoint, so that's a good thing. She's got her mom's height.
And speaking of height, how about this one? In the media guide, if you check out Cedric McGowan, what he says he is most impressed with you is your size. What do you think about that?
Ced has a weird sense of humor. When you really get to know him as a person, he's got a dry sense of humor. So I think he's probably just coming up with something creative to say. The good thing about it is I don't have to go play one-on-one against anybody. So the only thing I do with the guys is shoot, and I'm winning every one of those games, I can assure you.
If you had to describe your style and what you want this Bearcats team to evolve into and what you want your name associated with, what would your style be?
Well, off the court, I want my guys to be successful people, and we spend a lot of time talking about that. That's the thing. I think if I have any staple of who I want to be as a coach, I want to impact their lives in a positive way. On the court, we want to win championships, but that's going to take time. It's just not going to happen overnight. Until our personnel is such that we can compete for championships, we're not going to be able to do it. So in the meantime, we got to learn how to play hard, have the right attitude, learn how to be good teammates, and lay the foundation for success. Because you can't just roll in talent and win. Talent doesn't win. Teams win. Playing the game the right way wins. So we can do all the things that we can control right now. So when the talent improves, the fiber and the backbone of our program is already laid. The foundation's already laid, and we know what it takes night in and night out. So we're staying focused on the things we can control right now.
And people don't know, I don't think, how smart your guys are. You've got a lot of them that got over a 3-point GPA. That's fantastic.
Well, it's very impressive. Now, I will say that I tell the guys this. I stay on. It's all about graduation. You got to make sure you graduate. So the winter quarter is a tough quarter on our guys, being on the 3-quarter system. So we got to stay focused throughout this quarter. We're only missing 4 days of school, so that'll help us a lot. with coming back on charter flights on weeknight games and not having long road trips. So hopefully we'll be able to keep it up in the classroom and make sure we get guys graduated on time. I'm a big believer in trying to make sure you get guys out on time.
One thing that everybody's going to want to point out right now is free throws. Do your guys really make them in practice?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. No pressure. You got to be able to make them when the lights are on and when the chips are down. And it's hard to simulate that in practice because it's not like you're going to lose a game if you miss one in practice. You can run if you miss them. Yesterday we did push-ups if we missed them. It's still not the same. And being in a Big East game on the road, trying to step to the line like we have at Syracuse and at Providence, and we haven't been able to pass the test. And it's all part of it. So the experience we're getting this year is going to win games for us next year. It's just tough going through it.
Finally, question number 12, and I'm going to assume here, what is your greatest moment so far as Bearcats head coach? Maybe the Xavier win, because you know how big of a deal it is around here, and neighbors fight over it. People probably didn't go to work the next day. Would that be it?
Possibly, but I would really be, I'd say that the West Virginia game, it was a Big East win. I think you got to be measured by how you do in your conference. Ultimately, we will be measured as a program by how we do in our in the conference play. So the West Virginia game was a big win for us. We got to try to get some more Big East wins this year. And if we can eventually win in the Big East, you're going to be nationally ranked. You're going to be a top 10 team if you're winning the Big East, like Pitt is right now in Georgetown. So I'd have to go with the West Virginia win.
All righty. Thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it.